to get into esports at any professional level, you've really got to, number one, absolutely love it. You know, you've got to not see it as a job and see it as something that you just love doing and you want to get involved with, because that's how you'll get your foot in the door, is just by getting involved, volunteering at community level, LANs, tournaments, that sort of thing. And from there, you'll be able to kind of graduate. And if you're trying to be an esports player, esports professional, hopefully you're good enough to actually make the cut. And what'll happen is that from some local LANs, if you win some of them, then of course, esports being, online, you can graduate to some online competitions. And from there, it's very easy for you to get noticed as a player. And what we're seeing more so now than ever before is esports players, their sort of revenue streams are more and more based on content creation. So the path of a typical content creator, whether that's through Twitch or YouTube or any other streaming platform, it's streaming a lot, it's building their own audience, and building their own kind of fan base that stays with them throughout, different teams or even different games in some cases. That's what you see the really successful content creators and esports players over in North America and Europe doing at the moment. So I think in Australia, that's definitely something that I'd zero in on if I was trying to be a professional esports player. Again, just really focus on the content creation side, build your own brand, and absolutely, but play at that peak level. But I think a lot of esports players in Australia need to realize that playing at the peak level isn't enough now in 2021 to, to be able to make a living off it necessarily. You need to play at the peak level, and you've also got to create your own engaging content that helps you build an audience and lets you monetize that. So.
Geez, that's giving me a few moments to kind of, I mean, before it was so easy. You just kind of rock up, do work experience. And then now it's like and everyone bandies about building a brand. But what exactly does that mean?
Very good question. Well, basically, as someone who's been involved in some influencer marketing in the last couple of years, what marketers are going to be looking for when they approach an esports professional, someone with their own brand, is reach. So what you want to do when you're building a brand is just look at all the different avenues that you can use to grow yourself, to grow your followers on Twitter, grow your followers on Instagram, on Twitch, see how you can increase your average viewership of your streams, because all of those different elements are going to be what drives to build your brand and drives your monetization in the future. I think it's not an easy thing to do. There's no one way to successfully build a brand, but if you look at some of the most popular brands or the most popular streamers and content creators and the brands they have, they're very entertaining. They're very honest. Funny is a good characteristic to have as well if you're looking to break into the kind of streaming space and be entertaining to viewers. So it's a bit of a mix of all things, but at the end of the day, if you manage to get yourself a big audience, then that's the best thing for your brand.